Ronald J. Vecchie. As difficult as it is to start a business, it is equally as challenging to maintain and grow a successful business. Ron Vecchie, now chairman of Refreshment Services Incorporated and vice president of Refreshment Services Pepsi in Quincy, has been faced with that challenge for the past 15 years. Born in Taylorville, Illinois in 1956, Vecchie grew up in a Pepsi empire. In 1924, his great-grandfather, who had immigrated to this country from Italy, had opened a small store in Kincaid, Illinois that sold carbonated beverages. Vecchie's grandfather then affiliated the company with Pepsi when he started a franchise in Taylorville in 1934. Vecchie's father expanded the company by purchasing 3 distributorships in Florida, 1 in Springfield, Illinois, and in 1976, the Quincy franchise. Today, Refreshment Services Incorporated is guided by Vecchie and his 3 siblings. The company operates bottling and distribution centers in Quincy, Macomb, Decatur, and Springfield, Illinois, Terre Haute, Indiana, Burlington, Iowa, and Tallahassee and Key West, Florida. In all, the company employs more than 500 workers, including nearly 70 in Quincy. In addition, the company is involved in the aviation, hotel, and full-service vending industries. Vecchie grew up in Florida, but attended Quincy University and began working at what was then the Pepsi-Cola Quincy Bottling Company in 1977. After a short time as vice president of the Springfield Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, he returned to the Quincy plant as its president in 1983.
The company obviously had been very successful at that point, and Ron has really strong beliefs in tradition. So I think at this point the effort was just to maintain what had taken place in the previous, I guess, almost 60 years. So that's always kind of hard to do. The business was starting to change, so that really forced the changes. A lot more products were coming on board. Obviously, computers were coming on. Ron was always very big into the electronic end of the business, so he kind of helped spearhead that portion of it along. But really, it was just maintaining the tradition of a very successful business.
With the purchase of the Decatur and Terre Haute facilities, the product needs of Refreshment Services Incorporated surpassed the production capabilities of the Quincy bottling plant. Due to financial and efficiency reasons, the decision was made to cease bottling production in Quincy and become a full member in the Wispac Bottling Cooperative.
Well, that was probably one of the toughest decisions I've ever seen Ron have to make. He's so loyal to his employees and everything that was a very hard decision, a very, very hard decision to make. At the same time, with the extra needs and the extra sales that we had, Wispac, who was our new supplier, started realizing that they needed production in this part of the country. So Ron went to work immediately with Jim Mentesti on securing a new production facility.
Ron called one day and said, "I'd like to make an arrangement for you and somebody from your staff to go up and meet Barbara Parrish and John Utek and see if you can convince them that if they do another location, that just maybe, we should try to do it here in Quincy."
Wispac broke ground on a Quincy bottling facility at 2400 North 30th in 1997. Production began the following summer. The company expanded in 2001 and again in 2005 and currently employs 104 workers. The plant annually produces more than 20 million cases of bottled beverages.
So from laying off 40, it ended up to Wispac building and hiring about 100 and some employees. So it was a plus for Quincy.
When an organization such as Refreshment Services Pepsi has been here forever, and they open that door for you in economic development to be able to make that visit and see the potential for what can really happen, that's an endorsement that we can use perpetually.
Refreshment Services Incorporated asks its leaders in each location to operate the business independently and get involved in its community. That philosophy is certainly carried out in Quincy. Few charitable fundraisers and few local sports programs, citywide clubs, and community activities occur without the support of Refreshment Services Pepsi. The list of events and organizations they support is massive. In fact, Refreshment Services Pepsi has won the Quality Service Award from the Western Illinois Tourism Council for the role it plays in tourism, sponsoring the Pepsi Titan Little People's Golf and Junior Golf Championships, the Gus Macker 3-on-3 basketball tournament, Quincy Gems Baseball, Quincy Raceways, the Avenue of Lights, and many others. The company sponsors basketball and baseball leagues and has donated more than 250 scoreboards to local athletic programs since 1979.
We kind of grew up with the mentality that if something was coming to town and needed support, it wasn't, why did you support that? It was, if you didn't, why didn't you support it? Ron loves this community, loves the whole area. He could obviously live anywhere he wanted to live, so he likes to bring things to the community because he enjoys it so much.
Vecchie is a member of the National Soft Drink Association, the Illinois Pepsi-Cola Bottlers Association, and the Pepsi-Cola Collectors Club, among others. He has served on the boards of directors for the Great River Economic Development Foundation and the West Pike Public School Foundation. He has been inducted into the Quincy University Sports Hall of Fame and has received the Mississippi Valley Council Boy Scouts of America Distinguished Citizen Award and the Ducks Unlimited Life Sponsor Award. In addition, Refreshment Services Pepsi has received the Corporate Humanitarian Award from Cornerstone Foundations for Families and is in the YMCA Volunteer Hall of Fame. An avid outdoorsman, he is a life member of Ducks Unlimited, the Bass Angler Sportsmen's Society, the North American Hunting and Fishing Clubs, the National Wild Turkey Foundation, and many more. Vecchie credits his parents and grandparents with instilling in his generation the values and actions it takes to be good citizens and parents.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Always respect your elders.
Try your hardest.
Stay focused.
Do what makes you happy.
That family is really important, and it's important for him to give back to others, you know, in the community, and it makes him happy. That's what he enjoys doing. He's always got his wheels turning, thinking about something that he can do to, you know, help out anyone in any way.
They epitomize quality of life, and our community and our people are certainly, especially in the area of education, are so much better off thanks to what they believe in and how they operate.
Vecchie married Cola Dunker in 1983, and the couple has 2 daughters.